Hello dear students, I am Jai Kishan. Welcome to the 8th part of chapter 6 Lines and Angles. Students, till now we have completed all the exercises of this chapter. Okay, and today we are going to solve some important examples of this chapter. The questions of exercises you will do in your NCERT fair copy, and the examples of this chapter you will solve in RD Sharma copy. Okay, so let us see. The first important example that is given in NCERT is example number 3. What is example number 3? In figure, OP, OQ, OR and OS are 4 rays. See, it is the initial point O, and from here OP ray, OQ ray, OR and OS, all these rays are there, and we have to prove that angle POQ means this angle, okay, angle QOR, that is QOR, plus angle SOR means this angle, and angle POS this angle. Okay, means we have to prove that the sum of all angles at point O is 360 degree. So how will prove it, students? Let us see. Since we have to prove that sum of all angles POQ, QOR, ROS and POS, sum of all angles is 360 degree at point O, then students, firstly we have to do some construction here. What construction we will do? We'll write in the solution part construction, and in construction we'll produce QO to, suppose, point A, QO to point A. Okay, means we are going to extend this ray till point A like this. Suppose QO is produced to point A. Okay, now this AOQ will be a straight line. Okay, this will imply that AOQ is a straight line. And what we have studied earlier, students, we have studied that on a straight line the sum of adjacent angles of one sides of one sides of the side is 180 degree. Okay, means what I want to say, that the sum of this angle and this angle, okay, the sum of these two angles will be 180 degree. Okay, so since AOQ is a straight line, this line will imply that angle POA plus angle POQ is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason behind it? The reason is linear pair axiom. We have studied linear pair axiom. There we do what? On a straight line the sum of two adjacent angles is what? 180 degree. So suppose it is equation number 1. Okay, now again, since AOQ is a straight line, AOQ is a straight line, then the sum of all angles on the downside of this side, okay, means on the downside of this line segment will also be 180 degree. Okay, so we can write that AOS, angle AOS plus angle SOR plus angle ROQ, or you can write QOR also. The sum of all these angles should also be 180 degree. Why? Because AOQ is a straight line. So at the above, the sum of these two angles is 180 degree, and at the downside of this line segment the sum of all these angles should also be equal to 180 degree. Okay, suppose this is equation number 2. And what is the reason behind it? Again, linear pair axiom. Okay students, now see, equation 1 and equation 2 both are coming 180 and 180, and in the proof part, means what is to prove, in the right hand side it should be 360 degree. So what we are going to do, we are going to add these two equations so that our right hand side will be 360 degree. Okay, so adding equation 1 and 2. Okay, so when we'll add equation 1 and 2, so angle POA plus angle POQ, the left hand side of the first equation is going to add with left hand side of the second equation, that is angle AOS plus angle SOR plus angle QOR. Okay, this is the left hand side, all left hand side, and in right hand side 180 degree plus 180 degree. Okay, now in left hand side I am going to write angle POA, means this angle, and angle AOS, this angle with each other. Okay, means we are going to write these two angles with each other, that is angle POA plus angle AOS, and rest of the angle I am going to write as it was, that is angle POQ plus angle SOR plus angle QOR. Okay, and in right hand side 180 plus 180, that is 360 degree. Now see students, if we'll add these two angles, that is angle POA, means this angle, and angle AOS, this angle. Okay, so if we are going to add these two angles, what angle will be there? We can write the sum of these two angles as POS. Can we write it? The sum of these two angles will be angle POS. Yes, we can write it. So here at the place of this bracket we can write angle POS plus angle POQ plus angle SOR and plus angle QOR is equal to 360 degree. See, it is to prove na, angle POQ plus QR plus SOR plus POS is equal to 360 degree. POQ, okay, plus QOR plus SOR plus POS is equal to 360 degree. So in this manner we can prove this question. Okay, what was the main thing in this question? See, before construction we were not having any straight line. Okay, so we cannot solve that further also. So here what we have done, we have made a straight line by extending this QO to A from construction. Okay, and after getting a straight line we can conclude the sum of adjacent angles will be 180 degree. Okay, in the upside of this line segment and in the downside of this line segment. Okay, and after that we have added equation 1 and 2, and hence we got the result which was to prove. Okay, this is not very tough question. If you will understand, if you are understanding the concept of this question, you can solve it easily. Okay students, so just pause the video and note it down. Now let us see the next example. Next example is example number 4, and the question is, in figure, if PQ is parallel to RS, see in this figure PQ is parallel to RS, angle MXQ is 135 degree. MXQ means this angle is 135 degree. Okay, and angle MYR is 40 degree. MYR means this angle is 40 degree. So we have to find angle XMY. XMY means this angle. This angle we have to find out. Okay. So how we'll solve it? Let us see. Students, again we have to do some construction here. And what construction we'll do here? See, through point M, we are going to draw a line which will be parallel to PQ as well as RS. Okay, so through M we have drawn a line UV which is parallel to PQ as well as parallel to RS. This we have to write also, that through M draw UV such that UV is parallel to PQ, UV is parallel to RS. Okay. Now students, see, if PQ is parallel to UV, then angle QXM, or you can say MXQ plus angle XMV, it should be equal to 180 degree. What is the reason behind it? Angle MXQ plus angle XMV, the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. What is the reason behind it? We have studied it before. Okay, we have studied it earlier, that these are the pairs of co-interior angles. These are the pairs of co-interior angles. So their sum will be 180 degree. Now the value of angle MXQ is 135 degree. And it is angle XMV, okay, is equal to 180 degree. Now what will be the value of angle XMV? It will be 180 degree minus 135 degree. Okay, so the value of it will be 10 minus 5, that is 5, 7 minus 3, that is 4, means it will be 45 degree. The value of angle XMV is 45 degree. Okay, in figure we can understand it by this XMV, it is equal to 45 degree. See, the sum of these two should be 180 degree. If it is 135, then it will be what? 45 degree. Okay students, so basically we want to find angle XMY in which we have found XMV. Now next target is to be find VMY. Okay, our next target to find angle VMY. So how we'll find it, students? So if you will observe the figure, you will get what? Since UV is parallel to RS, since UV line is parallel to RS, then angle RYM, means this angle, is equal to angle VMY. Why? What is the reason behind it? Why this angle 40 degree and this angle VMY will be equal? See, these two lines are parallel, MY is a transversal, then their alternate interior angles will be what? Parallel. So the reason is alternate interior angles. Okay, so RYM is 40 degree. So this angle VMY, the value of VMY, the value of angle VMY is 40 degree. Okay, suppose it is second and it is first. Now student, in the figure this angle is what? 40 degree. Now we want to find the value of this whole angle. Okay, that is angle XMY. So how we can find XMY? We'll write that angle XMY is equal to angle XMV plus angle VMY. Okay, from 1 and 2 we can put the values of angle XMV and VMY. XMV is equal to 45 degree and VMY is equal to 40 degree. So 45 degree plus 40 degree, that is 85 degree. So basically this angle XMY is equal to 85 degree, and it is your answer. Okay, and here we can write from 1 and 2. We have put the value in this equation from 1 and 2. Okay, so it was very easy question what we have done. See, in the mid of that, means through M, we have constructed a line which is parallel to PQ and as well as RS. Okay, after that, since it is 135, then it will be 45. It is 40, then it will also be 40. So after that we have added these two angles, and that is 85 degree. Okay students, so you can pause the video and note it down. Example number 6 from NCERT. The question is, in figure AB is parallel to CD, means this line is parallel to this line, and CD is parallel to EF. This line is parallel to this line. Also EA is perpendicular to AB. EA is perpendicular to AB means this side is perpendicular. Perpendicular means the angle will be 90 degree. Okay, if angle BEF is equal to 55 degree, BEF, okay, this angle is 55 degree, find the values of X, Y and Z. We have to find these three angles. How we can find? Let us see. See students, if you will observe the figure, you will get what? Since AB is parallel to CD, since AB, this line is parallel to this line, okay, then we can write directly that X is equal to Y. X is equal to Y. Why students? Why these two angles X and Y are equal? Because of corresponding angles. We have studied an axiom. The axiom was what? If two lines are parallel and one transversal is intersecting them, then their corresponding angle will be equal. So X and Y are the corresponding pair of these two angles. Okay, so X and Y will be equal. Whatever the value of X, that value will also be for Y. Okay, now students, we can see, since EF is parallel to CD, okay, then 55 degree plus Y, the sum of these two angles will be 180 degree. See, these two lines are parallel, ED is transversal, then they are angle 55 degree and Y are co-interior angles. Okay, and what is the condition of co-interior angle? If two lines are parallel, then the sum of their co-interior angles is 180 degree. So here we will write the reason, co-interior angles. Okay, from here we can get the value of Y. The value of Y will be 180 degree minus 55 degree. So it will be 10 minus 5, that is 5, 7 minus 5, that is 2. So basically Y will be 25 degree. And as I have told you earlier that X is equal to Y, so we can write here that X is also equal to Y and it is equal to 25 degree. Okay, are you getting my point? Since here these two lines are parallel, then their corresponding angle are equal, X is equal to Y, and these two lines are parallel, then their sum of co-interior angles will be 180 degree. So from here we have got the value of Y, that is 25 degree. So this is 25 degree and this x is also 25 degree. Okay students, now if we will see this triangle EAB, this side AB is extended, means it is produced. Okay, so this is the exterior angle of this triangle AEB. Okay, see, in triangle AEB, AB is produced. AB is produced. See, this AB is produced here. Okay, so the exterior angle X will be equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles. Okay, means 90 degree plus Z. This is this property is called as what? This property is called as exterior angle property. This property is called as exterior angle property. Okay, what is exterior angle property? If a side of a triangle is produced, then exterior angle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles. So because of this reason, x is equal to 90 plus z. Okay, now we are having the value of x, that is 25 degree. So 25 degree is equal to 90 degree plus z, and then z is equal to, see, one thing is here. Okay, one mistake we are doing here, that 180 minus 55 degree, it is 125 degree. Okay, so here also it will be 125 degree, means the value of x and y are equal to 125 degree, because if we will add 55 degree plus 125 degree, then it will be 180 degree. Okay, so basically the value of x and y is 125 degree. So here also x is equal to 125 degree. Now this 90 will be shifted, and then 125 degree minus 90, so it will be z is equal to 125 minus 90, that is 35 degree. Okay, so the value of z is 35 degree and the value of x and y is equal to 125 degree. So these are the answers of this question. X and y is 125 degree and z is equal to 35 degree. Okay, see, the concept of question is very easy. Corresponding angle x and y are equal. Okay, from co-interior angles we have found the value of y, that is 125 degree, and after that in this triangle, this is exterior angle. The exterior angle will be equal to the sum of two opposite angles, that is 90 plus z, and from here we have found the value of z, that is 35 degree. Okay students, so just note it down. Coming to the last example students, that is example number 8 of NCERT. The question is, in figure, the sides AB and AC of triangle ABC. See, in this triangle, the side AB of this triangle is produced to point E and AC is produced to point D. Okay, and after that, if bisectors BO and CO of angle CBE and BCD, okay, means the angle CBE, okay, this angle, the bisector of this angle is BO and bisector of this angle is CO. Okay, bisector means the side which dividing the angle in two equal parts. So basically this BO is dividing this angle in two equal parts, that is this angle and this angle will be equal, and the side CO is dividing this angle in two equal parts, that is this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay, so in this question it is written that both the bisectors are meeting at point O. Then we have to prove that angle BOC, this angle BOC means this angle, is equal to 90 degree minus half of angle BAC. Angle BAC is what? This angle. Okay. So how will prove it, students? Let us see. Firstly, for our convenience, we will suppose the angles of triangle ABC as X, Y and Z. Suppose this angle is X, this angle is Y and this angle is Z. Okay students. Now see, since AE is a straight line, AE is a straight line, then this will imply that angle Y plus this angle CBE is equal to 180 degree. Why? What is the reason behind it? That the sum of two angles will be 180 degree, because both are on the straight line, means the reason will be linear pair axiom. Okay. So what will be the value of angle CBE? This Y will be shifted, then it will be 180 degree minus Y. Okay students, so this whole angle is 180 degree minus Y. But if we want to calculate only this angle, then what it will be? It will be just half of the whole angle. Okay, so what we are going to do, that multiplying by 1 by 2, okay, both sides, so that we will get just half of that angle. So half of angle CBE is equal to half of 180 degree minus Y. Means in right hand also 1 by 2 will be multiplied. So half of angle CBE we can write CBO. Okay, this half of angle CBE we can write angle CBO. And 1 by 2 when multiplied by 180, so it will be 90 degree. And 1 by 2 when multiply in minus Y, then it will be minus Y by 2. So basically in the figure, this angle is 90 degree minus Y by 2. Okay. Students, can we find this angle also? Okay. As we have found here 90 minus Y by 2, can we find this angle also? Yes. How we can find? See, this is Z, then the rest of angle will be 180 minus Z, and then this angle will be half of 180 minus Z. As we have found here 90 degree minus Y by 2, this angle, we can also find this angle also. Then it will be 90 degree minus Z by 2 by proceeding the same steps. Okay, so at the place of doing the same thing, again we can write similarly angle, this, the name of this angle is what? BCO. Angle BCO is 90 degree minus Z by 2. Okay, suppose it is your equation number 1 and it is your equation number 2. Now students, see in triangle BCO. In triangle BCO, the sum of all these three angles should be equal to what? 180 degree. Okay, so this angle BCO plus angle CBO plus angle BOC. Okay, sum of all angles should be equal to 180 degree. What is the reason behind it? The reason is angle sum property of triangle. Okay, we know in angle sum property of triangle, the sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, now putting the values from 1 and 2. Firstly, BCO, angle BCO is 90 degree minus Z by 2. Angle CBO is 90 degree minus Y by 2 plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. Now students, simplify this step. 90 plus 90, that is 180, and from these two if we will take common minus, then it will be z by 2 plus y by 2, or you can write y by 2 plus z by 2. Okay, this is z and this is 2. So plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. Okay students, 180 degree is here also with the positive sign and here also with the positive sign, so this will be cancelled out. Now what is left? If we will shift this whole term with the negative side in right hand side, then it will be angle BOC is equal to this whole term with bracket with negative sign. When it will be in right hand side, this negative sign will be becomes positive, then y by 2 plus z by 2 will be equal to angle BOC. Suppose it is your equation number 3. Okay students, suppose this is equation number 3. Now see in triangle ABC. Okay, so in this triangle all the sum of all angles should also be equal to 180 degree here also. Okay, so basically x plus y plus z, it should be equal to 180 degree. What is the reason behind it? The reason is angle sum property of triangle. Okay, again angle sum property of triangle. Then we want to calculate, basically we want to calculate what will be the value of y by 2 and z by 2. For that students, I am going to divide the whole equation by 2. So it will be x by 2 plus y by 2 plus z by 2 is equal to 180 by 2, that is 90 degree. Okay, if we want to calculate the value of y by 2 plus z by 2, then we have to shift this x by 2 in right hand side. So it will be y by 2 plus z by 2 is equal to 90 degree, and this x by 2 is shifted, then 90 degree minus x by 2. So this is the value of y by 2 plus z by 2. Okay, so this value, the value of y by 2 plus z by 2, that is 90 minus x by 2, we will put this value in equation number 3. Okay, so after this I am going to write here, okay, putting the value of equation 4 in equation 3. Okay, what will get students? Equation 3 is angle BOC is equal to y by 2 plus z by 2. This was equation number 3, and when we will put the value of y by 2 plus z by 2, that is angle BOC is equal to 90 degree minus x by 2. 90 degree minus x by 2. Now students, which angle was x? Which angle was angle x? Angle x was BAC. Okay, so basically this step we can write half of angle BAC. X, at the place of x, angle BAC is there, and the denominator 2 can be written as like this. So angle BOC is equal to 90 degree minus half of angle BAC. So basically this was to prove in this question that angle BOC is 90 degree minus half of angle BAC. Okay students, so you have to understand this question stepwise. Let us see once again that what we have done here. Okay, firstly we have found this value 90 minus y by 2 and this value 90 minus z by 2. After that we have done the sum of all these three angles should be 180 degree. Okay, and from this we have got a relation between these three angles, that is equation number 3. Angle BOC is equal to y by 2 plus z by 2. After that We know that in triangle ABC the sum of these angles should be 180 degree. Okay, from here we have found the value of y by 2 plus z by 2, so that we can put it in the equation third. Okay, so here we have got the value of y by 2 plus z by 2, that is 90 degree minus x by 2, and this value we have put in this equation so that we can get 90 degree minus x by 2. Angle BOC is equal to 90 minus x by 2. X is what? X is angle BAC. So here we have got what is required to prove. Okay students, so just pause the video and note it down, this question. So students, like this we have completed everything in this chapter. Okay, some examples are left but they are easy, you can solve it yourself also. Examples you will solve in R.D. Sharma copy, and the questions of exercise you will solve in NCERT copy. Okay, in the next part we'll start the next chapter, that is triangles. Students, it is very important to prepare also. Okay, so whatever the chapters you have studied, just revise them also. Okay, side by side you can prepare your chapters, as well as you have to make fair NCERT copy also. Okay students, so this is enough for today. We'll see the next chapter in the next part. Thank you students.